So guys, this is a look at Duluth, and we're actually so enthralled with the sheer magnitude of this cruise ship.
Crazy.
It's the first cruise ship to enter into Duluth in such a while.
It's so cool, and I know that there are more coming. They're expecting construction to be completed in 2023. So that it's actually going to sail, I think it's a 15-day cruise. It sails all of the Great Lakes.
Yeah, and then it goes back into Lake Superior, Michigan, I forgot.
Yeah, I believe it sails from Duluth, I think, every Monday. And so it's kind of it's a neat concept. What do you think about going on a cruise?
I've been on a cruise to the Bahamas in '09, and I just loved it. The entertainment value, the excursions that they have on board and off board, it was amazing. And to say the least, they have like little surprises for you, like when you leave for the day and come back, they do like little towel animals.
That's so cute.
Yeah, I loved it.
I have not yet. I would love to. I think this is a really good first start. I don't know that I could do a full 15 days just because I wouldn't be here. But I think it would be really fun. And I think it's neat because it does stop in the Great Lakes. It's been a long time since they had a Great Lakes cruise.
Yes.
And it's kind of a cool idea because you do get to see a lot of America, surprisingly. There's a lot of America that touches the Great Lakes.
Most
Obviously,
definitely.
you know, we've got Lake Michigan. You can see Chicago, and then where I'm from in northern Michigan, and gosh, it looks so cool. What I wasn't able to find and what I'm excited to learn about is what is in the cruise ship. What do they have? Do they have all the typical cruise ship stuff? Is it like all you can eat?
Yeah.
What are we talking here?
Discos and clubs.
I know.
Casinos.
I feel like it would be country music though. I don't
Right,
know
it's a
if it'd be
Midwest
like a
cruise, so it's
typical- right.
line dancing and
Hot
hoedowns.
dishes. Have a hot dish buffet.
Right.
I think
So,
it'd be cool.
have you heard about Cannes Film Festival?
No.
So Cannes Film Festival was just this past weekend in France, and it's like the Oscars for France almost.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Okay.
And it's so amazing. That's a cruise that I want to go,
Oh.
like the Mediterranean.
That would be
And
amazing.
I would do it during Cannes Film Festival. That way I could go see the awards being given and and just
Gosh, that
bask in
sounds awesome.
Saint-Tropez. Saint-Tropez is where I want to be.
You know what? You need to figure out how to retire. That's what we got to sort out. We keep having all these guests on who are great with money management.
Yes.
How do we retire by 50 so Marlon can go to Saint-Tropez? How do we do that?
And Monte Carlo, yes.
Yeah. And also, I had read, I think a villa in Italy is cheaper than a mortgage in the U.S. So if you just sold all your stuff and was like, I'm going to live in Italy.
And places like Norway give you money to go live there. Like,
Really?
I think Iceland, places like that where there's not so much population, they want to get people to come and live. I think places in like Europe as well, like Netherlands, there's like incentives to come and live in Europe. So
Well, that's where like the remote work, that's where people really, I do get jealous of some of those people. I love what I do and I love being here, but sometimes it's like, we renovated a school bus and now we travel the world. And I'm like,
Yes.
oh, that sounds amazing.
I met a woman like that. She did an RV cross country and she stopped in Illinois, and that was her 34th state that she visited. And her RV was decked out, to say the least. It was kind of like Van of Vans. You guys remember us having Van of Vans on? They definitely had that whole motif in that van.
Oh my gosh, that sounds amazing. And I do love camping and I do love just enjoying outdoor space. I am very much more of a like tiny home, kind of just traveling person, where my husband's like, no, I like my central location. I like knowing I have somewhere to come home to, where I'm like, home is anywhere I feel like it is.
Home is where the heart is.
Yeah. So, oh gosh, that looks amazing. I do want to try the cruise, I think, though. I think that'd be fun. One thing that concerns me is I've seen the power of Lake Superior.
Yes.
How crazy it gets certain times a year. So I'm just like, are they sailing that time of year? Would we be safe? And it's probably more like fall, winter that the lake is insane, but.
Yeah. And they're actually going to go up to the UP, Upper Peninsula of Michigan. So
I love that. Well, it is interesting. I was just looking at this yesterday for a totally unrelated reason. My brother-in-law from New Zealand had asked something about, well, how do they get the cruise ship in to Lake Superior?
Yeah, that's a
because
good
it's
question.
probably built in Europe. And I was like, well, the St. Lawrence Seaway. And then it prompted a whole conversation about how a lot of people didn't know there was a St. Lawrence Seaway. So you'd have to go Lake Superior through where I grew up, because we have the locks up there. And then you'd be able to filter into the other lakes because they're all connected, and a lot of them
Yes.
by locks. Some of them are different heights. So, gosh, that's so crazy.
Amazing. The world is just an amazing place, and you should just go venture out and get on a cruise and
Absolutely.
find out what you love to do.
What I do want to do, and we'll see if this happens, I'm going to go home for 4th of July. I will try so hard to get video of these things, like of the locks where the big boats go
Yes.
through, or we're going to try to go over to Mackinac Island. I don't know if any of you are familiar. Have you heard of Mackinac Island?
That's in Michigan, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen like
so
dad
cute.
caps, like the dad hats.
Yes!
With that. Yeah.
On the sweatshirts.
Yes, this
Yeah.
with the ones on the back.
That's
Yeah.
so cute.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a neat place. It's between the Lower Peninsula and Upper Peninsula, and it's just kind of set off to the side. So you can only get to it by boat, and there's no vehicles allowed on it.
Oh my goodness.
So it's entirely like horse-drawn carriage, bicycles, and it's neat because it's historic. It has a fort on it. It has a historic old, maybe haunted hotel.
maybe haunted.
I love it. I think it's going to be fun. I will try to get video. I wish you could come with us.
I know. 4th of July, I'll
Gosh,
be
you would
here.
love it, right? Right, Marlon will be here. Plus, we'll probably do another, like some of our favorite shows and
Yes.
share again with you. It's so fun, especially on holidays, to be like, watch these shows where we just had so much fun. And I feel like the painting episode is going to get on there.
I can't wait.
I loved the painting.
That was such an amazing experience to put your feelings onto a canvas. You know,
just love
and
it.
you did it in like 2 seconds, like amazing. Sunset, clouds, like who are you? You're the best artist I know. That's who you are.
Yeah, you could just requisition some art from me. I'll make you some.
Yes.
For me, it's just this is how I work. I get a picture in my head. Same thing with the bow. I'm like, this is what I want to make. Okay, now do it.
Yeah.
Like execute. And it's so funny because here it's a lot easier for me to do it. I knocked out that bow really quick. But when I'm at home, it's like 3 hours later and there's a
Right.
line.
Avery, Gus, and,
I'm like,
and, the,
what am I
and the
doing?
crew.
Yeah, well, yeah, because I'm sure they would love to help influence the art.
Right?
And
You should do it with Gus. Have him do his paw prints.
that would be so cute.
And then have Avery finger paint, and then it's a masterpiece.
It's abstract. It's impressionist.
Speaking about that, what kind of paintings do you like, or do you draw
Yeah.
yourself towards?
I definitely do abstract. And I wonder, partly it's easier because as a person, I'm more of a macro person and not a micro. That's how my life works. So for me to do details isn't really my jam.
Okay.
I'm just more of like big picture, this looks like a landscape. But also just oddly growing up by the lake and it's foggy a lot and you don't see definition. What you see is very like cloudy, not mystical, but you know what I mean? Kind of just
Like
really
fogged out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's my visual perception of landscapes is fog.
Wow.
Thanks, Michigan. How
I
about
definitely
you?
love Salvador Dali.
Oh, interesting. Like the clocks.
Yes, the melting clock and like that guy. There's like this George Seurat, I think his name is Seurat. Monet, obviously, Da Vinci. These are just amazing artists that have influenced our lives, you know. And it's kind of sad to know that the Mona Lisa was kind of disfigured with the pie. So
I'm sure they'll fix it,
Yeah.
but still, it's not. It's the point.
yeah.
Don't do that. That's just,
Yeah.
that's rude.
So our producer and director just said that it was behind a glass. So it wasn't on the actual painting, but it was on the protective glass. So, you know, she's still there posing.
With that awkward almost smile. We're not sure.
Right.
We're not sure if it's a smile.
There's been so many memes about Mona Lisa throughout the years.
Oh, I know.
So funny.
It's funny. What I love about art is the ability to, in a way, and there is a bias, and I wish I could remember the name of the bias, but it's like you read into it what you are thinking, like your own perceptions read
Yes.
into it versus seeing it with kind of a clear,
Yes.
you know what I mean? So that's the thing is when you look at my picture, you might be like, oh, it's sunny and it's beautiful, blah, blah, blah. And I look at it, I'm like stormy seas anxiety. Like, it's just, and no, I'm not anxious because of this or any particular reason, to be honest. Some days you just wake up that way. That was
Yeah.
my day today. I was like, today's a great day. It's going to be wonderful. I get to be with Marlon. This is fun, but for no reason at all. I have a little bit of anxiety. Maybe it's today's my Monday. I don't know.
Or the severe weather.
Yeah, there's that.
Yeah.
The weather can influence you too.
Most definitely.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yep.
Well, make sure that you stay with us, and please share your thoughts on our Facebook. Send us a little message. What's your favorite kind of art? How do you perceive things? That would be amazing to know. But we have more North Dakota Today coming up after the break with our Daily Dose of Motivation.